Hello and join me on this trip all the way from London Heathrow to Zurich on their economy class product on Swiss Airways. This trip will be taking place from the famous Heathrow Terminal 2, where Swiss, United and most of the American carriers actually depart from. It is a bit of a schlep to get to. I stayed at the Premier Inn the night before, and you have to get the bus, then get on some underground walkways, but eventually we get there. Now, this is my favorite part about Terminal 2. The exterior artwork is stunning, as you can see from my face. I adore it. It's truly gorgeous. Now let me know, what is your favorite terminal at Heathrow? Personally, Terminal 5. However, it gets incredibly cramped, incredibly fast. So Terminal 2 looks a nice second. You can see as I walk in, it's nice, airy, clear signs. I've had no problems walking into Terminal 2. The crowds were perfect. Let's see, Swiss economy, how is it? Honestly, that security, easiest I've done at Heathrow so far. T2, good job. Spent about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. Yeah. Now I have a lot of time, 3 hours basically, to chill in Heathrow Terminal 2. But my advice is always leave yourself 2-3 hours. You never know at Heathrow. Sometimes it's swamped and you will not regret coming here a little bit early. Now tell me, when you have 3 hours in an airport, what do you do? What's your favorite thing to do? Mine is, I'll go smell some perfumes. You know, I always have a scent that I associate with a place, and yeah, I'll go and smell. Now at this point I decided to boldly venture where I've never been before, the Louis Vuitton store. I've never been there because I feel like I don't belong there, but you know what? It smells really good. Go in, don't be scared. It's hot in here, so yeah. Had a look at some perfumes, really nice. I always wanted to go in the Louis Vuitton store. You know, I can't afford it, but pretend you belong. No one cares. But yeah, really nice perfumes actually. So yeah, write in the comments, what's your favorite thing to do when you have hours to kill in an airport? One thing I will say about Terminal 2, the bathrooms are not the best. Very small bathrooms. Now by this point, it was about time for me to go on board my Swiss Air flight to Zurich. Let me know. Can you see it on the board? No? Well, here it is. Zurich. Today, the bird that will be taking us there at 12:10 is the A220-300. Now, this is my first time ever being on an A220, so as I entered, the layout inside was very interesting, and yeah, you'll see my reaction in the end. So they actually started saying they're going to check the weight of the bags when I sat down. So I thought, right, I'm going to use this opportunity. They're offering free check-in, so I was like, I'm going to give my bag in, collect it on the other side in Boston. No stress. Give me a little tag. I'm on my way, so yeah, be careful if you're flying Swiss. They probably high likelihood they're going to weigh your carry-on bag, so be careful. Now, I will say I was flying on to Boston today, but I was under the impression that Swiss Air would let me choose my seat 24 hours before when I checked in. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. I was randomly allocated a seat. So on the way to Boston, ended up sitting in the middle row for 8 hours, and I couldn't really film. But do keep that in mind if you fly Swiss Air on basic economy. You will be allocated a seat, most likely in the middle somewhere. Okay, let's go. Hope you enjoyed that meme. Now, I did say I would explain the seating configuration on the Swiss Air A220. It's in a free to layout in economy, as you can see, and the seats look very nice. Some of my favorite economy seats, actually. They're quite luxurious, lots of leg room, as you can see, and the most unique seating pockets I've ever seen. Now, I did enjoy it, and then I was segregated from looking at business class with this silly little curtain. After my teeny tiny bowl of water, it was time to flick through the magazine, because there was nothing else to do on this flight, quite frankly. And lucky for me, this was only a 1 hour, 44-minute flight, so I wasn't bothered. Cigarettes, anyone? Zin? Now, I will say my favorite part of this Swiss flight was the chocolate. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It's these little touches that make a flight memorable and make you want to go back. It's not hard, guys. Just feed us chocolate. Unfortunately for me, before I could ask for another one, we had already landed. To my surprise, we came to the bus gates. Now let me know down in the comments, guys, what do you think? Do you like bus gates? Hate them? I actually don't mind them. I enjoy sitting on the bus, looking around, seeing the views. It's kind of fun, you know? My first impressions of Zurich are that this is possibly the most beautiful city I have ever landed in, and I definitely have to come back and explore some more, because upon landing, the scenery was breathtaking. I can't even describe it. I'll do a disservice. As well as beautiful scenery, Zurich Airport itself is also stunning. It has wide leather seats, plug sockets everywhere. It feels like there's no one there, and it's a very busy airport. I think Manchester can learn a thing or two from Zurich, because look at it. You could spend a week here. It's like a luxury hotel. What is this little slice of heaven that I have entered, with beautiful classical music and oh shit, so I just got on the travel later and it didn't move. Also Zurich, Switzerland, the most beautiful place I've ever laid my eyes on, so I have to come back here sometime. There you go, guys. That was my flight from London Heathrow to Zurich. You're probably thinking, what do I think of Swiss? Well, I really like it. Honestly, for Euro economy, I really, really liked it. It was up there with the best Euro economy I've ever done, which is probably Turkish Airlines, if you can count that as a Euro trip. But I would say the seats are the best part of Swiss. They're wide, comfy, and tons of legroom. What I would be careful about is they're quite strict on their hand baggage, and you can't choose your seats, unfortunately, in basic economy. But overall, I'd give Swiss a solid
8 out of 10. You won't be disappointed. Thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one. This is Travel Am.